All right, so we should be live. Hello and welcome. If you're watching the replay, I'll just try to jump right into it as everyone gets on. But for the replay, we are doing a live stream for the Will I Buy It, talking about new makeup releases this week. I asked you guys on Instagram what type of new releases that you wanted to talk about, and there was a very overwhelming amount of people who wanted me to talk about the new Cleona collab that's coming out. So we'll definitely be talking about that. But yeah, I always like to say this in my typical videos, but I haven't. I forgot about it last week because it was my first time doing live. Things were a little rough. Praying I figured all the kinks out. But this video is inspired by Samantha March, Angelica Nyquist, and Amy Loves Makeup. I was inspired when they used to do it. Think about every week, and to my knowledge, Angelica and Samantha still do it every week. But I always like to give credit to them. And after the video's live, I will put their YouTube channel links in my description box if you want to check them out. If you enjoy this type of video, you can definitely check them out to get even more thoughts on new makeup releases. So yeah, that is what we're doing today, and this is a live stream, so I'm dropping things as I'm setting stuff up, but I think I figured out how to configure everything so we can look at the palettes or look at the makeup that we're talking about while I'm on live stream without trying to like hold up my phone like I've done. But oh, hey Sandy, you are the first person on. Hey, hello and welcome. I think, like I said, I think I've got the kinks figured out. We shall see. If I'm looking down, it's because I do have my computer in front of me. So that's why I'm going to be looking down. And I will also link in the description box. But on my eyes today is the Nomad Paradise Islands palette. I've been really enjoying this palette. It's a newer launch that I'm testing out. And yeah, that is what it's on my eyes. And then lips, if you were curious, I should have left this out so I could just tell you guys. But this is from Midas. This is their Naughty. Naughty? Yes, Naughty lipstick that they launched for like a Valentine's Day a couple years ago. But that is what's on my lips. So let's jump. The sound is good. Thank you so much. I'm always a little worried about that because I don't know that while I'm doing a live stream. So I appreciate that. Thank you for the feedback. And then Katie Johnson, how are y'all doing today? I have some name. I have a same name as you can. Do Easter makeup. Lunch easy, a bright colors. Oh, does my makeup look like bright, like an Easter makeup? That's definitely coming around Easter, pastels and whatnot. But yeah, we have the same name. That is so very cool. So welcome, Katie. Glad you're here. But let's go ahead and jump into the first one. Let me pull up my second browser where hopefully I'm going to be able to show you guys what I'm looking at. And we're going to go ahead and start with the first thing I have saved here. Let me make sure. I think the Cleona Cosmetics, I like save everything to a Will I Buy It folder on my Instagram. And let's go ahead. Should we just jump right into that one first? Why not? All right, let me share my screen here. Oh, hang on. Yes, it is. Hello, makeup is beautiful. Thank you so much, Carissa. That's a pretty name. Thank you. Hello and welcome. And the Nomad palette is beautiful. It really is, Sandy. I've been really enjoying that. I named it as a good palette for spring because I enjoyed it so much. Okay, let me share my screen. I'm going to share this screen and let's see if it comes up. My fingers are crossed. I am back. You guys will have to tell me if you can see. Vanessa said, hi, all. I think this is from before. So let me know if I blacked out, but I'm back. Thank you so much. This is from the new Nomad palette. Your eyes, your top, your nails. I know I grabbed this top because I was like, oh, it kind of goes with my eyes. I always like trying to do that when I can, when I have a top that kind of matches my makeup. I mean to say lunch. I was trying to say an Easter makeup tutorial. Easy Easter in 3 days. I don't know what to do. Oh, trying to think if one of the looks I did recently would be an easy Easter. I think I do have a pastel. It was from green to purple or yellow to purple. I think yellow to purple. That made me think of Easter. But I think if I already recorded, I think if I did record that one, I'll try to put it on my Instagram tonight or tonight or tomorrow night. Sorry, I'm trying to remember my schedule for my Instagram. So if you follow me on Lady Katie 92, be looking. I'll try to put an easy type of Eastery type of makeup. And that one was really easy because I think it was only like 1 or 2 looks. Okay, yay, I am back. All right, thank you so much. Sorry, I thought I had figured it out. I got sidetracked. Let me see if I can now share my screen now that I restarted the preferences in my window or like in my computer because they wanted me to confirm. Okay, do you guys see? Oh yeah, I can add it to screen. Yay! I think it's working. Okay. So let me know if you can see that screen. I'm going to come over here. It should just be my Instagram. But I'm going to come over here and go to my Will I Buy It page or my Will I Buy It like saved playlist. And let's jump into the Nyx Cosmetics and Emily Violet Marie collaboration. Let me make sure you guys can see what I'm seeing. Yeah, you're back. Okay. Oh, hey, Julissa. Yes, we see it. Okay, thank you. It was a little bit rough if you missed it in the beginning. I had to like get off the live stream. I am so sorry. Now I know that pretty much before the live stream, I need to jump on and like reset the preferences on my computer. But hopefully I have learned my lesson now. But let's go ahead and talk about this. So this is the Dragon Fruit palette. As you can see, I think we have a couple pictures to look through. It's a rather big collection. It's got nail polish down here, blush slash highlighter, palette, of course, which we'll talk about the palette in a minute. Let's just talk about everything else. But yeah, I think they are, let's see, fruit lighters. That makes me think of a highlighter, but one of them looks more like a blush topper. Regardless, if it's face products, something sparkly face products that looks multi-dimensional. They look very pretty. And then also has nail polishes that kind of go along with the collection with that shifty kind of duochrome, I think, or just some type of shifty. And then brushes. And then, of course, the palette. So as a whole, the brushes I think are really cute. I have tried one other set from Cliona in the past that I wasn't super impressed with for the price. It was just kind of like, it's okay. I wasn't, like I said, wasn't crazy about it. But however, I will say that I do like the brushes that have been selected for this collection because like, look at all these like really tiny brushes. I don't know if you guys can see my little mouse here to see what I'm pointing at, but DF03, DF01, especially DF02, that's probably the one that has my eyes the most. Those brushes look really nice. Okay, looks good. Thank you. Hey, Katie, greetings from Puerto Rico. Oh, hi. Tahani? No. Tanae, I think. I probably still butchered it, but hi, hello and welcome. Thank you so much for jumping on. I want to see swatches first on the palette. I think there are some swatches. I will look. I DM'd you on IG about brushes I should get from Give Me Glow. The glitches from last week wouldn't let me hear which ones you recommended. Okay, I will get back to you because I use those brushes and I'm pretty sure they're not here in front of me. They're back behind me somewhere. But I did see your DM come through right before I sat down. So I will respond to that afterwards and I'll go search up those brushes wherever they are because they're dirty. And I'll get back to you. I'm sorry about the glitching last week. So far, my internet looks good. So I'm very, very thankful for that. This is a pretty collection, unique theme. I agree. The Cliona looks so pinky, or is my screen messing up the color on me? The brush handles are very pink. Let me go back to the other page. The brush handles are very pink, but as a whole, it could just, if everything looks pink, like this page has got like a pink background, a pink pouch, and then the pink brushes. So it is very pinky. But it might be your screen maybe showing it wrong. This palette, I believe the palette is like plastic, but it's like a see-through duochrome. It made me think of Urban Decay. Like I feel like they've done something like this before, but it definitely has a very interesting look to it. But you guys know, I'm sure this comes as no surprise, but that bottom row, the three, the Catay, oh my goodness, I can't even say the yellow one. That, the Dragonfly and Fruit Fizz, those three made me like want the whole palette. When I first saw, I was like, oh, those three, like maybe I should get the whole palette and try them out. But let's dive into the like nitty gritty of the palette. So it has 13 shades in it, one glitter type multichrome, one vibrant multichrome, which is my favorite from them, two dimensionals. Not really sure what that means because they also have two duochromes. So it's not a duochrome. I'm not sure what dimensional means. Maybe just like a translucent kind of topper, 3 metallics. I do like a good metallic, and 4 velvet satins. Not my favorite formula. I should say not my favorite formula in general, like a satin. They just don't really excite me. However, I've never tried Cliona's satins. Okay, love, thank you. This collection looks beautiful. Yes, it does. It's a watermelon. Oh, okay, the bag. Gotcha. I don't have Instagram anymore. My dress is a peachy color. And how do you do your fake eyelashes on? I got a bunch of makeup for my birthday, but want to do an Easter makeup look that is easy. So a really easy look, I'm thinking, is a peachy color. You could do like just a wash of that. Oh, sorry, my computer is I'm sorry, I got a text message. So you could just do like a peachy color, and even if you have just like a metallic or some type of special shade shadow, I'm thinking of like the Adept palette. It's got a air bubble. It's got a lot of these more pinky tones, but they have like like especially this one right here, has a lot of dimension to it. So if you had a single shadow like that, you could do like a peachy, dark or light, whatever you prefer, but a peachy type of color in your crease and tap that over it. And that would be really pretty to go with a dress. Also, really easy to do. Um, and then fake lashes. I did a reel not too long ago. My recommendation for fake lashes, hang on, is this Kiss My Lash mirror. You can get it on Amazon, but it has a three-way mirror so that you can look straight into it like you usually would. But when you look down, you see what's in this mirror, which shows you the top of your lashes. And I find that the easiest way to apply lashes. I am not the person to go through or to go to for lash advice because I very rarely wear them. However, when I do wear lashes, it's with this. So that would be my recommendation. But let me see if I can find swatches of this because I did see swatches. I didn't even say 59.40 USD, which I don't think honestly that's a bad price for Cleona. I was honestly expecting more. For the palette, maybe it's because it only has two different type of multi-chromes, one glitter, one vibrant. I was a little surprised that there was only two of them. I was kind of hoping slash expecting more. Let me go over to Cleona's. Here we go, swatches. So we got two different type of swatches, dark or swatch tones to compare them on. But this is pretty much the whole palette. The three that I was really interested in are the orange, the green, and the like lime green yellow. Those were the ones I was super interested in. But let me anyway. I'm curious to hear what you guys think. I don't think I'm getting it for the main reason that I'm not someone. Oh, you're welcome, Katie. Glad to help. I'm not someone who tends to reach for all shimmer palettes. I actually have an all shimmer palette a brand sent me that I really want to get into and try, but it just, I don't know. I just don't really think to reach for or gravitate towards all shimmer palettes. So when I think of that, for me, an all shimmer palette, I feel like I'm going to like it the most or recommend it the most or enjoy using it the most if they have a lot of special shadows in it. Whereas with this one, I feel like there's a multi-chrome. There's two different types of multi-chromes. I like their, what is it called? Vibrant multi-chromes because I have I think I have three of her multi-chromes and one of them is more of a softer. I don't know what it's called, but it's just when I would use it, it's like I don't really see any type of shift. Like it's so subtle. So for me, if I'm going to spend the money on a multi-chrome, I want it to be a vibrant multi-chrome so you can really see the shift. Swatches do look beautiful. They do. I think my favorite shade besides those three is also Dragontini. That shade looks really cool. Like on the darker tone, it's very what do you call yellow? It's screaming yellow, but there's like a taupeness to it. But then on the lighter skin tone is like a peach. So I feel like the shift on that would be really pretty. I'm disappointed in the packaging though, especially something more creative. The packaging was just, let me go to it real quick. I think it was a little simple on the packaging if I remember with the actual like artwork on the front. Yeah, that's the palette packaging. Dragon fruit palette. So is the whole collection dragon fruit then? Because I thought it was watermelon, but that's a dragon fruit, and it says dragon fruit collection with Emily Violet Marie. It launches 4/27 at 3 p.m. ET if you are curious. But yeah, the packaging, the inside, like opening it here, it does give me Urban Decay vibes. Not my favorite type of like that plastic duochrome thing. Happy Easter. Oh, happy Easter to you too. That's coming up so fast. Oh, hey, Tanya. Hello. Forgot about the live, so I just joined. What did I miss? I think this is the first one we're talked about. I believe we're starting on the big one because I think I got a couple comments or replies to the like, what do you want to talk about? And I think all but one person said the Cleona launch. So I was like, okay, we got to talk about this first. Celeste is here. I don't follow Emily Marie anymore due to a lack of time, but I think the palette is beautiful. So congratulations to her. She seems like a nice person. It's too expensive for me. Yeah, I don't follow her either. I think I follow her on Instagram, but I feel like I haven't seen her news, like her stuff in a long time, which with Instagram, if you don't stay on top of like the accounts you want to follow, they just stop showing it to you. So I'll have to go search her out and see. I'm about to buy 7 of the new. Yes, I'm going to talk about that next, Tanya. Give me glow blushes. That's coming up. I swear it was watermelon. Okay, yeah. I thought it was watermelon too, just like seeing the packaging, but actually reading it, it's like, oh, dragon fruit. Never mind. My daughter likes dragon fruit, and I'm convinced it's not because of like she enjoys how it tastes, but it's solely because it's pretty on the outside and it's pretty on the inside. I'm pretty sure that's the only reason she likes it. What kind of Easter hairstyles that is easy on like medium or short hair that you did before with curls? I am the wrong person to come to, Katie. I'm so sorry. I have my hair in a braid. Can't even see, but that's as creative as I get these days. And even before I did anything, I would do like a half up style, and I would kind of twist it before I clipped it up. I'm not very creative when it comes to my hair. I'm so sorry. But I mean, with curls, a half up or even just twisting one side, I always like to do kind of like off centered with my hairstyles for whatever reason. So if I just took one side and kind of twisted and then clipped it up towards the back, that's really pretty with curls. Your eye look is gorgeous. What do you have on? I have on the Nomad, what's this called? I blinked. Paradise Islands. So sorry. Paradise Islands palette on my eyes today. I really enjoyed the look. And actually, Alejandra's Lizette, she did use the same palette, and her eye look like she used the same type of colors, that purple to green to blue, whatever. I was so excited when she posted her makeup of the day because I was like, we almost have like the same type of eye look, and we use the same palette, so that was fun. I love super shifty shadows and was drilling over the new Terra Moon shade, so not this one, not shifty enough. Yeah, that is something I'm surprised with the Cleona collab. I really expected more unique and special shades, but then maybe the price would have been even higher. So, has the brand ever done mattes? Yes, they have done mattes. Sorry, pregnancy burps. They have done mattes before. I have not tried them, but I know a couple years ago. How can I blank on her name? It's on the tip of my tongue. I just talked about it. Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't even have my phone to check on it. But anyway, I've seen someone do a collab who just did, oh gosh, why can't I think of her name? I'm blanking. But anyway, someone has done a collab with her. She did a variety of mattes and shimmers. You guys can probably, if I could even have, Nyquist or Nyquist. Why am I blanking on her name? It starts with an A. I'm so sorry. But she did a collab with them. And she did a variety of mats. I've never tried the Cleona mats. When I bought from them, I just bought a couple of their multi-creams. I like the palette, but a lot of extra space. Yeah, it does have a lot of space in between. That's true. Also, I don't think Angelica. I think maybe because I just said Alejandra, when I tried to say her name, it kept coming out Alejandra. And I'm like, no, that's not right. But Angelica Nyquist. Thank you so much, Tanya. Thank you for reading my mind. I know I did not make it easy. Also, I don't think the shadows are original compared to other shadows. The price gets me. I love the Nomad Island palettes, Paradise Islands palettes. I've been using it every day for a week now. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Yep. That's why I asked you what brushes you use, because I was about to place an order on the Give Me Glow site and I didn't want to buy the entire site. Do you need it now, Julissa? Like, do you need to place that order right now? Because if you're like, it's thank you. Everyone's posting Angelica. Thank you so much. I have such bad like brain fog sometimes where I'm just like, I know this person, I know their face, I can even like see their name, like, but I just can't say it. So yes, thank you guys so much. Julissa, let me know if you're like waiting on me to tell you, because I'll go back there and find it, because I don't want you to like wait for me to get to it and then things are out of stock. I can tell you right now if you need that. They have done mattes in the past, yes. I'm pretty sure they discontinued their mattes. Oh, have they? I honestly didn't know. I haven't kept up with them too much, just whenever they do new launches or whatever. Their stuff is always beautiful. Like, I'm always so drawn to Cleona, but I have yet to, like, I bought that one order and I have yet to go back and buy more, just because I don't use single shadows very often. And they are expensive. So I'm just like, no, Katie, you don't need to buy. Why can't I go back now? Let me go back to my save stuff and let's move on to the next one. So anyway, I can kind of tuck myself out of Cleona because it's like I don't use single shadows enough, even though they're beautiful. Pregnancy brain was real when I was pregnant. Now mom brain. Yes, that's me. And that, like, now I have mom brain and pregnancy brain at the same time. It can get bad. I love the Gimme Glow brushes. I just got the 1012 brush yesterday and it's perfect lash line blender. Ooh, I think 1012. That sounds very familiar. Probably one of the ones I like too. Thanks for helping with hair parts. Congratulations on your new baby, by the way. I'm going to guess it's a baby girl, whatever you do, the gender reveal video. I'm going to wait to see if I'm right. I did a gender reveal on Instagram, which I think you said you don't have Instagram. Let me check, because I don't want to ruin it for you if you go look, though. I think you said. comments are disappearing when I scroll up. I think you said, I don't, okay. It's going to be a little girl. So I didn't want to spoil for you. I'm not planning to do a gender reveal on YouTube, but I did a little like reel announcing the gender, and we are 21 weeks now, halfway there. It's going to be a little girl. So we're super, super excited. I can't believe, what do you call? We're halfway there. No, I'll feel bad interrupting your live. I just don't want my cart to sell out. Let me get you those brushes. It's not that. It's not that big. I can pause for a second. I don't want you to lose your cart because that is the most frustrating thing in the world, especially if I'm the only one holding you up. Let me see. So we have, nope, that's not it. Give Me Glow, oh, G1012. This is a really great detail brush. This is definitely one of the ones I know I mentioned to you in that last video. Thankfully, I don't think I'm not glitching like I was. So I did a bunch of updates on my computer, all the things to try to make sure today would go smoothly. That's rougher. Yes, hang on. One of my kids woke up. All right, I'm back. Sorry, she woke up and had to ask me something. Okay, so yeah, what did I say? I said the G1012, definitely like that brush. This is the, not that brush. This is the G720 brush. I like this for like inner corner packer. It's a really tiny detail brush, great for like lower lash line because it's so small and detailed. So I use this for several different things. If you're not into like super tiny brushes, maybe you wouldn't like that, but talking about blending brushes, that one's a really good one. And then we have the, let's see, this is the G630. That's another one I really like. It's a little bit like, for me, of a bigger blending brush. I like that, but it's not like super large where it's, they have a larger one. If you like large, this is G415. It's not double the size, but it's just a little bit bigger, I think you can see. So depending on what size you like, those are very similar. One's just larger than the other. I feel like there was another flatter brush or like a outer corner type of brush, but I don't see it in here or in my dirty brushes. Let me look. Nope, that's a Sigma brush. Here it is. Okay, it's not the flatter brush, but it's a little bit bigger than that G1012, and this is the G327, another favorite of mine. So this I like for like inner corner blending in my crease. So it's really good for that type of thing where I can't do this backwards stuff. It's really good for that type of thing. It's bigger than this, but not too large than like a big blending brush. So those would be my recommendations. I think I'm trying to see if I'm missing any more. If I miss any, I'll let you know. But I think that's it. Trying to think. I'm so bad at like remembering favorites until they're like in front of me. When I pick it up, I'm like, oh yes, this is a fantastic brush. So I'm trying to look around and see if I'm missing any. I think I already said this one. G327. Yeah, I have two brushes of it because it's a favorite of mine. So those would be my recommendations, being Bio Girl. Let me make sure I'm in focus. I think I am. And let me catch up with comments. So sorry. Sometimes I'm right with the gender reveal or sometimes I'm wrong with the gender reveal. Yeah, it's going to be a little girl. Another Tanya in here. Oh, two Tanyas today. Deleted my Instagram app a long time ago. Yeah, it was just a little video for fun on Instagram. Beautiful craftsmanship. Oh yeah, we got to talk about this. I've been staring at it. I'm sorry. Hey, Katie and everyone. Hey, Leah. Glad you're here. I don't have IG either. Katie Johnson, I abandoned it in 2014 because of my anxiety. Yeah, Instagram can be a lot sometimes. But let's go ahead and segue into Kristen Lee Cosmetics. She's coming out with these brushes, which the handles alone make me want to pick them up because like they have, and I think they even like float or something, or like they like are suspended in there. So when you turn them, I think they move. I'm not 100% on that, but I thought I saw a video of her, yeah, holding that, moving him around, but that's so pretty. I'm very, very tempted. If she sold them separately, let me see if she does. She just said, stay tuned, more to be revealed. If she sold them separately, I'd probably pick up one or two, like maybe the smaller blending brush, because definitely my type of brush. But then she also showed this video. Press play. Will it play? It might not play. Oh yeah, there it goes. This video, Guava Twist, is a sneak peek. And she said she made it for a longtime customer, specifically for her. And then she said when she created it, the customer said it definitely needs to be shared. So she's actually launching it tomorrow evening. I think this was posted yesterday. I think it's tonight at 8 p.m. EST. And this is going to be available. I have no idea if it's pressed, if it's loose, If it's an eyeshadow, if it's a highlighter, honestly not sure, but it's a green to yellow shift with like pink in there. I'm tempted. I'm tempted. What do you guys think? Um, let's see. 10, 12, which are the ones you repurchased? Oh, I got two of the G327, G327 and G1012. I have a few of those. And then, come here. I don't think I repurchased either one of those, but of the two blending brushes that you mentioned, I prefer the 630 over the 415 because it's larger. So whichever, I think just size comparison, whichever you like. If you like big blending brushes, go for the 415. If you like smaller blending brushes, go for the 630. Oh, you must ask that a while ago. Sorry, I just saw that. Slow on comments. Sorry, I'm trying to finalize my order for the blushes. Oh, that's okay. Are you waiting for us to talk about that? We can talk about that next. Same here. I don't have any of those social media apps. I hope it's pressed. I hope it's pressed too. So I need to wait for more info. It was just a little sneak peek, but I did save it, so I figured we could talk about it real quick. Guava Twist is really pretty. I wonder how much it will be. Yeah, she doesn't have any details, but it's launching tonight, so I hope she starts. I hope she starts sharing. It looks like a loose pigment, just how smooth it looks. Yeah, and it's like kind of dispersed on her hands, so I think I'm kind of afraid it's going to be a loose pigment, and if it is, I don't think I'll pick it up. Oh, sorry, I didn't even click your name. Sorry, Tanya. But yeah, it does. I'm thinking it'll be a loose pigment. If it is a loose pigment, it's going to be an easy pass for me, just because I don't have time for loose pigments, honestly. I prefer smaller. Okay. But we'll have to wait and see. It looks pretty. I would get it if the pink shift was stronger. Yeah, the pink shift is on this side, but I think that's why I like it personally. If the pink shift was stronger, I probably wouldn't like it. But I like how strong they got the green and the yellow in there with a little bit of pink. So let's go to the next one because I think that's Give Me Glow. Yes, Give Me Glow is coming out with blushes. Okay, we have 18 matte powder blushes, $14. 2 new highlighter shades, $14. 8 new loose shimmer pigments, $9. A new Mix and Glow Mixing Medium, $9. Their highlighters are so good. I actually have one right here in my drawer. I don't even know which one this is, but it's one of my favorite colors. It was like this limited edition, I think, because it's like special packaging. Late Night Coastings, but I really like it. It's very soft. Make sure I'm in frame here. It's like a very soft type of pigment, so you do have to be careful not to like dig in there too much. You can make a mess, but it is blinding. Did I put highlighter on today? I think I did, but it's honestly very subdued. So let's see if I can show you guys. But yeah, I highly recommend her highlighters. So, oh, I already have highlighter. It's pretty obvious on camera, but we're putting more on because I want to, I guess. But yeah, it's so like, oh, so blinding. Very intense. This highlighter tends to be like my recording highlighter because the highlighter I had on, did a couple errands today. That's like my everyday highlighter. But this is like, look how blinding that is. It's intense. So it's a lot. I'm just going to my brother's after this. He won't care. But it's a lot for me typically. So definitely highly recommend their highlighters. Let me see if I can show. These are the highlighter colors it looks like. So yeah, that icy one's very pretty. I love the purple blushes and they're hard to find. And they're going to be pigmented. Give Me Glow. It's going to be pigmented. I just ordered 8 blushes and then the new Periwinkle highlighter. That one looks really pretty. I was looking at that one. Me singing and some people, deleted my Instagram because I posted a video of me singing and some people didn't like it. I've been into music since 2009. I've been singing since 2011. I'm so sorry. There's always going to be people who don't like stuff on Instagram or on social media. You just got to try to ignore them. But I definitely know how that can hurt. And it's just better, for some people not to even put it out there, because my husband's more so that type of person who gets annoyed. I try to not even like look at it. And if I do look at it, people commenting or whatever, I try not to let it affect me. But it's very easy to let the negative comments affect you, especially when it's on your own stuff. It's like, why would you post that? Anyway, like, not you. Why would other people post that on your own stuff? It's like when people say unkind things and post it on your pictures or something. It's like, just anyway. These colors, yeah, sorry. I wanted to order 12 of them, but I held back. I hear you. Let me, Menagerie also has some purple blushes. The quality is very good. Yeah, Menagerie, if I forget, but I do know that they launched that palette, that like 9-pan palette, and their blushes or their powders tend to be very pigmented. And I have one of them, do I? Yes, I have one of their blushes. Been to music for 13 years and singing for 11 now. 11 years now. Oh, that's great, Katie. I have this one, Goji. I got it because it was like super unique, and it's a type of blush that's kind of orangey slash bronzy, and that tends to be the type of, you know, color I like for my my blushes. But yeah, lots of pretty. Let's see what else. If I was more into these loose shimmer pigments, I would get the one in the middle, because that blue to green shift, doesn't matter how many times I have that. I feel like anytime it gets me. And then they have a holographic one, super pretty, and over the top mixing medium. Probably the next time I order from Giving Glow, I'll pick that up because I don't really have many mixing mediums. And I feel like that'd be fun to play with and see if it helps like take liners hold on better, or just make powders, you know, more, what do you call them? More easy to use as graphic liner. Anyway, these are all the blushes. I'm sure they're going to be great quality, knowing Give Me Glow's formulas. Like she does very pigmented, very easy to blend. You just have to be careful you don't go too heavy. That would be my one one, what do you call it, not caveat, but one recommendation slash, you know, caution, word of caution. Like there's a, look at that hot pink one. I don't know what shade that is, but like you're gonna have to use just a little bit because it's going to be intense. But this one down here, the bottom, the orangish one, kind of reminds me of Goji, the one I have from Menagerie. Maybe that's why. But that one I'm really attracted to. Would I pick it up? Probably not. You guys know I'm not a blush person, so I don't really need any blushes. And I feel like Goji, like I said, I got this one because it was unique and I love the packaging of the little bear. So this was a very unique color to my collection, whereas I feel like that one is just going to be a darker color or like a deeper color of the Goji, so I don't need it. But tempted. Let's see. Oh, I already did that one. Y'all can pull off purple blush. I'm envious. I can't. I can barely pull off pink. Like if I go too pink, I feel like it just makes me look like clownish. I like more mauvey and very neutral type of blushes because I'm that person who feels like I can't pull off blush. I just feel I like the more bronzery, like more brown or cool tone or orangey type of blushes, or mauve. That's about as pinky as I go. Does anyone know how the Alien Cosmetic blushes compare with Menagerie? I do not. That would be a great question to see if Heather Austin. Actually, I don't know if she has tried Menagerie, but I think Karen might have, because I think she bought the big 9-pan blush. So maybe Karen. I think Karen gets PR from Alien Cosmetics. So if you follow Karen Harris, maybe ask her in a comment or something to see if she can do a video, or when she does a video on the blushes or something like that, to mention how they compare. Because I've never tried Alien Cosmetics, and I've only tried the one blush from Menagerie, so I can't really say to it. But that would be that's a good question to ask how they compare, because I don't know anything about Alien Cosmetics formula. The top right, that's a pretty one. Middle bottom row. The middle bottom row. Those are type of blushes that I like. They're not too pinky, so I feel like I can get away with them. I have fair skin and I love purple everything. Everything that makes me feel like a fairy or a mermaid is good with me. Ah, that's fun. That's fun. Makeup is so fun. Notoriously Morbid just launched a green blush. You're kidding. I did not see that. A green blush? You guys know I like green. But I don't think I would buy a green blush. I think that's a little too far for me. I don't think I could rock that. I mean, it'd be fun for like a video or something. But yeah, I don't know if I could do a green blush. That is unique. So anyway, with Give Me Glow, I don't have plan to make any purchases now, but I just want to talk about it. Definitely recommend their formula. As I said, highlighter is beautiful. And I'll probably pick up that mixing medium. I probably won't pick up any of the highlighters either because, like I said, I have this shade, what is it? Late Night Coastin', and then I also have Halo from them as well. And I love both of those, so I don't need another one. But next time I place a Give Me Glow order, I'll probably pick up the mixing medium just to try. So let's move on. Try to get somewhere. Real quick, I want to touch on this. NYX Cosmetics, the Wonder Sticks. They had the Wonder Sticks before. I don't know if they reformulated and brought them back or what, but they also came out with blushes, which I think is a great idea to kind of expand on the Wonder Stick because, you know, dual-sided cream blushes, you get 2 different colors. I think that's a neat idea. I like that. And I want to say I tried the contour, the cream contour or whatever, but it was back before I was really into cream contour, so I don't really think I liked it. And I don't have it anymore, so I must have decluttered it or gave it to my daughter to play with or something. Because like I said, I don't have it anymore. But I'm kind of curious to see if I'd like it now because I'm definitely more into the cream contour now. I don't plan to get the blush just because you guys know I'm not a blush person, but kind of tempted on the Wonder Stick for the bronzer. Let me catch up on some comments. It does look purple on the skin. It's just beautiful. That would be pretty on like the pale complexions. I feel like the Batty Bean. I almost called her Butte Bean. Batty Bean. She always has the most gorgeous blushes. She has very fair skin. It always looks beautiful on her. And then when I try to do colorful blush, I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's me, it's on me, but I just feel like I can't rock it as well. Plum colored, dark, cool red blushes are my jam. Oh, that sounds pretty. I've tried 2 blushes from Unearthly, and I love the formula. I want to try Gimme Glow's formula, and I've been dying to try their highlighters. Their highlighters are really nice. Definitely do like them. It's called Guacamole. That's the green blush from, what's it called? Notoriously Morbid. That's a perfect name. It depends if it's like a grungy green. I guess no, guacamole is more like a light green, but still has grunge to it. It's not too like bright. My first singing in public was in 2016. I think it was on the Tim Tebow Night to Shine prom. It's always in February. Once I find a date to the Tim Tebow prom, I write. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's exciting. Remember, my younger brother was super into Tim Tebow because I'm totally not into sports. So I'm blanking. I think you did the Gators when he started. Whatever team he was for, like in high school, I think. I don't know. My brother, when he was little, was super into Tim Tebow and whatever team he played for. So that's why I know the name. That's the only reason I know the name. Green blush, stage makeup. It would be fun. It'd be fun. I love mauve, cool tone, or peachy blushes. I tried to play around with some peachy blushes. I feel like if it's a light peach, I feel a little more comfortable in it. But I don't like the NYX Wonder Sticks back then. I didn't like the formula for some reason. Okay, that's good to know. Like I said, I think I tried it, but it was way before I was into cream blushes. So obviously I didn't think they were that great because I didn't hold on to them. I decluttered them. But I wasn't sure if it was just because I wasn't into cream blushes or cream bronzers at all, and that's why I didn't like it. But I'm super into them now. Today I used a cream bronzer, but then I also put a little powder on top. But I've been using the Milk Makeup bronzing stick, and I really do like it. I would love to try purple. Oh, sorry. I would love to try purple blush, but I'm too scared. Okay, let's go to the next one. Keep this moving. So we talk about more than 5 products in 1 hour. Let's talk about Inspired Sigil, Tammy Tenuka's brand. I think it's Tammy Tenuka's brand called Inspired Sigil, if I remember rightly or correctly. But they had this all shades of sky in the Desert Eyeshadow Set. So this is an eyeshadow set. I don't think it's an actual palette or anything, but it is really pretty. I am curious about her brand. I have not tried it. And the biggest reason I feel like is that her shimmers look more, not satin, but they look a little bit softer. So I'm not like super crazy about them. But I mean, these are really pretty. There are 3 shades: Little Sister, Sister Holding the Sky, and Jealousy. They're available now if you're curious. They don't say a price. And then also, oh, there's swatches. And then also they launched this. Tammy Tenuka is releasing their Gardens of the Sands eyeshadow set. So neither one of these are palettes, but they're eyeshadow sets. And this one definitely tempts me just a wee bit. They have 5 shades available now. And it looks like they have, okay, only 1 matte, and then the rest are shimmers. But they do look like very pretty shimmers. So I just like this color story. It's definitely like a me type of color story. You guys know me, but I don't think I'll pick it up. I like more mattes and more variety with my mattes, but they do look like the shimmers do look pretty. But again, they have that very soft texture to them besides that dark one on the left. That looks very like sparkly. But the other ones have a very soft, like smooth texture to them. I wonder, I need to watch more videos on them because I feel like they wouldn't be they're more like subtle. Is that the word I'm thinking of? So I don't plan to get either one of these. Let me end on swatches of this thing so you guys can see that, and then I'll go over to comments because I'm behind on comments. Story of my life. Let's see, 42 minutes. Oof, we've been doing it for 42 minutes. I'm so sorry. So I was trying to say, once I find a date, I go above and beyond finding a perfect dress, song, hair, makeup, etc. Got one in 10 months and 44 weeks. Oh, that's exciting. Yeah, it's always fun to, plan the special day and make it super special with every little detail about what you're wearing and whatnot. I'm curious about the NYX sticks. Yeah, I don't remember, but from what Celeste said, they weren't that great. I don't know if they reformulated them because it did say they're back. So maybe they're better, but I don't know. You probably just need to get used to blush on yourself, get a little less self-conscious. You're probably totally right, Tegan, because I really, really wear blush. Today I put on a little, like the tiniest hint of this blush. Very, very little bit. And I was like, okay, there, I put on some blush. But I think you're right. I've been so used to just doing bronzer and highlighter for so long. Anytime I do color on my cheeks, I'm just like, whoa, that's different. It's a loose blush also, which is unique. Ooh, I'm blanking on where that's coming from. I'm sorry, Tanya. It's a loose blush also. Oh, the green, guacamole. I think I'm still tracking. But, oh, that is unique, if that's what you're talking about. I love NYX I hope NYX improved the formula. I couldn't get the cream to blend well. Okay, so it does sound, like I said, from their wording, it's back, so maybe they did improve the formula. The middle one is so gorgeous. I'm assuming that's of the purple and blue one shades from Inspired Sigil. Milk Makeup is my go-to bronzer. It's mine. I bought a little deluxe size sample or whatever, the little deluxe one from Sephora probably a year or so ago, and it's still going strong. And I've recently, especially since getting pregnant, anytime I do my makeup, that's almost only what I use when it comes to bronze and contour. I'm so sad Sigil Inspired is being so negatively affected by the war. She makes my absolute favorite eyeshadow formula hands down. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I honestly did not know that because I'm just out of the loop. Honestly, I have no other reason for it, but I didn't know that. But I suppose I forget where they're located, but I suppose that makes sense of what's going on. Hopefully, this world is crazy. I keep hoping that things get better, but then things just continue to get worse. So I am barely getting into blushes, so I'm just trying to test out some of the different formulas. Yeah, it's always fun as you like discover something new in makeup that you like to try different formulas to see what you like best. Maybelline Fit Me has a purple blush you could start with. It's less than $5. It's good one to start with because it's not too pigmented. That is a fantastic recommendation. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you. Yeah, I think you're talking about the eyeshadow. Beautiful, but you cannot place an order on our website right now. They aren't accepting PayPal from US customers. Oh, okay. That's how they're affected. Wow. Yeah, that is a bummer because then that totally just takes out any option for you to be able to purchase from her. That's really sad. Nice color story. Yeah, I do like this color story. Oh, happy Easter. Thank you, Anastasia. Happy Easter to you too. I'm so late today. Don't worry about it. We're still here 42 minutes, and I think we've talked about 5 makeup products. Yes, yes. Agreed. I bought my full size at TJ Maxx for $8 and barely put a dent in it. Oh, the Milk Makeup, that's a steal. I don't think I've ever seen Milk Makeup at any of my TJ Maxx, but man, if I saw a full size, like I feel like I'd be set for life for that with that stick because it looks so big. But $8, that's amazing. I love when you get a deal. That's exciting. So awesome. Okay, let's keep it moving. Playing in Makeup by Yolando. Oh, one of my favorite brands recently. I'm in the middle of trying out her makeup or her palette, so I've been super impressed. But anyway, she's come out with 6 new eyeshadow palettes, and they're in her Formula 2 collection, which is just this type of like 6-pan eyeshadow palettes, as far as I'm concerned. And she added 6 new palettes to it. And each of the palettes have 5 mattes and 1 duochrome. But you guys know how much I love mattes. That made me very excited. So I kind of sat here and looked at it. I don't think there's any one that's screaming at me. This one in the top with the one green and the orange and red tempts me, but I feel like those 2 orange mattes in there look identical. Maybe they're more different in person, but they look identical. So I'm just like, what's the point? Well, but I love that orange, red, and green, and especially that type of green. Very, very pretty. And then also I like the blue and purple, or like, I guess it's a blue purple, the biggest palette here. This one looks really nice. I like the black. It's got a purple shimmer that looks like it might be a bit lighter when you apply maybe. And it has a bright blue, like baby blue, pastel looking blue. And then those purple tones, one's a really bright purple, deeper purple. That one tempts me the most because it's got a lot of variety to it that I think I'd be the most interested in. There's an all purple palette, a more peachy pink palette, a gray scale palette, and then a neutral palette. None of those scream to me. Maybe I would pick up the gray one if I picked up the blue purple one just because I was placing an order and I kind of want to try more gray tone makeup and see if I have one I like. I think the most recent gray tone makeup I tried was the Eternal Eclipse. I just feel like when I blend out grays on my skin tone, it looks patchy. I haven't tried many of them. So again, maybe it's a formula thing and I need to find a good formula. And I feel like playing in Makeup by Yolanda would be a great formula, but I don't know. Maybe those 2, but I still haven't decided. Did I even tell you guys the price? It's not on there. Sorry. That's why I didn't tell you. I have to go. It was nice chatting with you. Yeah. Bye, everyone. Bye, Celeste. Thanks for joining. Thank you for hanging out for a bit. It's crazy how everything is getting affected, even down to makeup. I know it is. It is really sad. Literally everything. I've heard something about what's up with makeup, that makeup companies are doing third-party buys to get their products where they want them to go. Oh, just to keep things going. Yeah, so much. I mean, it's crazy how much is affected because I mean, in this day and age that we live in, so much is imported between countries and all that, that something like this really does put a huge hiccup in companies able to get either products to sell or even just like ingredients to make products and stuff like that. So yeah, everything is affected. I like the pink and purple. Pink and purple. Must have been on a different comment because I don't see it pink and purple. Blue and purple. Bye, Celeste. So glad you could come. It's a good time to try out grays. Loads of palettes coming out right now. Yeah, that's another reason I'm like, maybe I'll try that one because I feel like there's been a lot of those gray tone palettes, and I'm just like, every time I'm like, no, I don't like it. But then I'm like, I'm kind of intrigued to try it because I haven't tried it much. But what I have tried recently, I haven't been super crazy about it. But again, I haven't tried much. So I want to try different formulas to see if there is a formula that I would like. Have you tried a makeup from Dollar General? It's called Believe Beauty. It's $5 or less. I have not, but who is it? Taylor Wynn? Didn't she try out a bunch of those of her makeup from Dollar General? I think when, at least when it was launched. And she's someone I would highly recommend and trust, like for recommendations. She's got dry skin, if I remember correctly. So something to keep in mind when she's doing recommendations. But I always really enjoy her recommendations when it comes to makeup. She's very thorough and informative with her reviews. So maybe check out her and see if she's done any videos on it because I haven't tried it. I don't go into Dollar General often because I don't live near one. And the few times that I've drove past them, I'm just like, I got a car full of kids. I'm like, never mind. But actually, when we move next month or two, I'll be closer to Dollar General. So I'll probably start popping into them more often. The gray palette is catching my eye. I'm in an eyeshadow rut. Yeah, the gray one, there's something about it. It's catching my eye too. I have palettes I haven't ever opened yet. I need to stop buying eyeshadow. As I look back at my pile of to try eyeshadow palettes, I'm right there with you. Oh, Believe Beauty. Allie Glines is a huge fan of. Okay, so who just asked me? I'm blanking. Oh, Katie. Allie Glines on YouTube. Check her out. She's a huge fan of it. So I would imagine she has videos on it you could check out and see what's worth it. I love gray eyeshadow. I hope Natasha Donono comes out with a MIDI Xenon palette soon. Xenon? Exenon? I know I'm butchering that. But anyway, I think it's a gray tone palette, I'm assuming. But yeah, I've been intrigued to try gray, but I don't know if I will. So I haven't decided yet if I'm going to order it. But if I do, it'll be those two palettes, the purple, blue, and then the gray toned. But I'm going back and forth. The Believe Beauty Foundation is my favorite drugstore foundation. Oh, that's a good recommendation. There you go. It's worth trying. Believe Beauty is amazing. Taylor Wynn. Okay, Taylor Wynn was the one. And Emily Noel. Love the brand as well. Oh, Emily Noel is another one who's done videos on it. So someone else, Katie, to check out, or another YouTuber you can check out for recommendations. Me too, girl. I haven't tried playing Makeup by Yolanda yet, but your videos always make me want to try them. I would recommend signing up for her email list because she, not super frequently, but not infrequent, does 40% off sales. And that's when I tend to buy from her website because it's 40% off. That's the best I've ever seen it. And it's a great time to try her brand. And it's just really good quality. She has a little 5-pan called Xenon, silver, gray, black. Okay. I wasn't familiar with that name. Okay, so still thinking about playing a Makeup by Yolanda, but I'm definitely intrigued. Thought one of my kids were waking up again. Okay, What's Up in Beauty? No, What's Up Beauty. Sorry. What's Up Beauty is launching the Geo collection. Oh, that's the palette I dropped. Hang on. Ugh. Oh my gosh. Pregnancy problems trying to bend over. So they're coming out with a new collection. The Geo palette, $41. They have 6 nail polishes, which is actually what I put on my nails today. Let's see, $12.71 each, or you can get the full collection for $99. This is what it looks like. As you guys just saw, I just put a swatching reel on my Instagram if you're curious. And then here's inside. I'm super excited to get into this. Someone asked me already, like, which one do I like, this one or their first one, which is Desert Monsoon. And I haven't even tried this on my eyes yet, so I really can't say, but I feel like I'm going to prefer this one over that one because it has a mustard tone matte, and the other one just had mauves and browns for mattes. And look at this green. It's got a really pretty green. And this citrine shade right here is also super pretty. Another thing about their nail polish is they match. Some of the nail polish has the same name as some of the shades in here, and they match. So like the green one on my ring finger here matches the shimmer green on here. And then this one was called Clay, so it matches this shade up here. And then this purple on my middle finger is Crystal, I think, that one. So I thought that was a really cool little touch about the palette when I was, or about the nail polishes when I was putting them on. I was like, oh, they're the same name. And then I was looking at them like, oh, they're the same color. That's really cool. So this is the palette. I think it's launching today. Available now for early access. That was 21 hours ago, so it should be available. I don't have a video up on it, so I can't really tell you guys like what I think about this shade or this palette specifically. But I have tried What's Up Beauty. The quality is really nice for her Desert Monsoon. I love the packaging for this one. Love the geodes, but their quality is really good. I will be trying this at some point, but I can't speak to it yet. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to think if someone's done a video on it. I know Karen Harris Makeup and Heather Austin both got PR from them. Alejandra Lizette also got PR, and I think Amy Loves Makeup. And I don't know if any of those four have done a video on it yet, but check out their channels and maybe see if they have, or check out their Instagram, see if they put out a low review. But like I said, speaking from past experience, I do think they're really good. I like, sorry, burp again. I like that they don't have a ton of mattes, which I would love more, but I do like that all the shimmers in here aren't just boring type of shimmers. Like, they're very special. They're very shifty. They have a couple of them have like duochrome aspects to them. I don't know if any of them are multi-chrome. I'm not sure about that, but they're special shadows. So if you're someone who really likes the Heather Austin palette with Adept, it didn't have many mattes, but it had a lot of really pretty special shadows. That's kind of the same category I would put this What's Up Beauty and their type of palette. They have a couple mattes, not too complicated, but they keep it very, very special when it comes to the shimmers, which makes me like the palette more than if it was just a bunch of like more neutral-ish shimmers. Like, they're really special shadows, so I love that about them. I tried the Dollar General brand. The foundation is nice. It doesn't last all day, though. The cream blushes are nice, and the peach character is actually really nice. The single eyeshadows are no good. I'm pretty sure I don't know what peach character is. Maybe peach blush? Sorry, I'm not good at guessing. But thank you for the recommendations. That's super helpful. Congrats to your baby girl. Thank you. I had asked. Oh, yeah. Have you seen the new palette? Playing and Makeup by Yolando is launching today. It screams you. Wait. Playing and Makeup by Yolando? Is that not the palette we were just talking about? Okay. Intermission. We got to go on a hunt. Let me go back here. Playing and Makeup by Yolando. Did she just post something? Oh, this palette. Oh, I had totally missed this. I remember her showing it ages ago, and honestly, it just slipped my mind because I didn't hear anything else about it. Look at all those greens. That's a big palette, though. Color Scheme Pro. Is it called 777? Or maybe Endless Possibilities. Those are a lot of greens. That's interesting, that one pop of hot pink. Oh, no. Let me think. It's launching today. It's got a dark blue, dark purple. Her shimmers are crazy, like how long she can swatch. And like trying her formula, you get a good bit on your finger and it goes and goes and goes. Wow. That's so pretty. I'm just mesmerized right now. Sorry. Oh no, Tanya, why'd you do that to me? I wouldn't have known about it. Oh dear. It's such a big palette though. I feel like it's a little repetitive with the greens. I'm trying to look here. It's got blue in it. It's got hot pink. I like that. It's got the purple and blue, dark. It's got some dark greens in there. It feels repetitive with some of the green. Like, again, a type of palette where I feel like it could have been half the palette, or even take out 2 rows and it would have still been good. The shimmers look nice. I don't know, y'all. Should I do it? Because I've been trying a lot of her little palettes recently. But her own big palette wise, I've only tried her pastel palette, and that was a year and a half or two ago. So maybe I should try this palette to see how the formula is in her bigger palettes, more recent. Oh, thank you, by being Bio Girl. She was letting Heather, Karen got PR from What's Up Beauty, so they might have videos on the What's Up Beauty. Okay, that's cool that the nail polish is much. I love a good monochromatic look. Yeah, I thought that was really cool. That was really neat. And also, this has been on since Tuesday. I have a bad habit of picking, but I mean, there's not a chip on it. I am super happy. The 777 palette. Tanya, you just tempted me. I'm thinking. I'm thinking. I'm gonna have to think about this one. Probably, if I had to guess, over 50 bucks, 70 bucks. They're a little bit pricier, her bigger palettes, which I mean, quality is amazing, but still, it's pricier. Looks so beautiful for the summer. Yeah, do it. Did you, Alyssa? I can do a video on it. That's how I kind of justify it when I can't say no to things. Yes, you should. Anastasia, they have videos up on it. Oh, thank you. Julissa. Karen and Heather have videos up on the What's Up palette. Wait, it's $45? Oh. Oh, 49. Okay. Still, I honestly was expecting in the 70s with how big of a palette that is. So I'll have to see how much free shipping is, because if I got the other palettes we were talking about and this, maybe that'd make it a little more worth it, because it'd be like, trying a couple different ones of hers. Let me go back to my saved. Oh, look at that. Those are all the swatches. I can't believe I missed all this. Look at that palette swatched out. Oh my goodness. That is a pretty summer palette for a green lover. Look at those shimmers. That gray tone one at the top looks very like it's got a lot of other colored sparkles in it. Oh, playing in Makeup by Yolondo. You're speaking to me. So my type of palette for the summer. So maybe I'll have to look at that. I'll have to look, but I have a feeling I very, very, very likely might be placing an order with playing Make by Yolanda. Okay, this is where we were at. Let's finish up here now that I've been totally sidetracked by that. I mean, we're talking about new makeup, so that was perfect, Tanya. Thank you so much. So playing in Makeup by Yolanda, before I was like 50-50. Now I think I'm 75% sure and like 25% a little hesitant about buying it. But I think I might after this. I'm going to have to go on the website and look around, because, oh my goodness, they look so pretty. Right, Tanya? Do you have a discount code for her stuff? I do not. No, I'm not affiliated with the brand. Just a very, very enthusiastic customer, because I love pigment, I love good mattes, and I love beautiful shimmers, and she's got it. I wonder how big the pans are. They look kind of small. Maybe their repetitive is just so you don't run out of the shades. That is a good way to look at it. If they are smaller pans with such a big palette, if you're going to use the mid-tone shades more than the darker or the shimmers, that would be a reason to be repetitive. So yeah, I'll have to see. From my experience with her pastel palette, they're large pans, but like you said, it did look a little bit smaller, so I might have to investigate for us and place an order to see if they're big pans or not, and to see if they are repetitive, because it could just be pictures making me think it's repetitive. But anyway, for this, obviously, I was sent the brand sent it to me in PR. I'm so grateful for that. So I will be doing a video on it. I'm just not sure when. That's my other thing. I'm not sure when, but hopefully soon. Hopefully, I would like to do soonish. Let me see if I can get back to my saved. Why can't I get back to my That's not what I want. Let's go back to my saved folders. Go into Will I Buy It? And see how far we've come. We've talked about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We already talked about that. 8. Oh, let's talk about this one because it was asked. And just in case I have to get off soon, it is 2:24. I tell my oldest daughter she can get out of bed at 2:30. So if she is awake and she pops up at 2:30, I have to close this out. But sometimes she falls asleep and sleeps later. Anyway, this is from Huda Beauty, and it's the new Color Block Mini Eyeshadow Palettes launching April 19th everywhere. They have a purple, an orange, and a blue and green. And I just realized right now as we're talking, they have a cake liner shadow in each of the palettes. Do you guys see that? It's easier to see on the blue purple one because it's lighter, but it says cake liner. The cake liners come to life once you dip a wet brush into the pan, create a liquid consistency, and then draw it on. Mattes Duo Metallic, and Baked Flakes. Obviously, you can tell from my voice. I feel like I'm not going to like that. Metallic Semi-Sheer Baked Flakes with Dazzling Chunky Shimmer. That just feels like a messy shadow. Maybe it's pretty. But, okay. This is what we're going to talk about next because I don't know about this. Huda Beauty, I feel like she launches palettes that I'm always a little intrigued, but I rarely ever buy. I think I have 1 or 2 of her palettes only because I've been sent them in PR or subscription boxes. Also, someone pointed out, like, why do they have the split pan? Each palette has 1 split pan. I don't know. I hate split pans. They're the most annoying thing when you're trying to use a shadow. The only thing I can justify now is now that I'm educated, split pans do make sense for cake liners because I was kind of like, oh, that's just doesn't make sense with the split pan because when you start using it, it's going to mush together. However, one of the brands or someone did a video and showed how you just like take the cake liner with a wet rag and wipe it, and it's like the split is everything's good because it makes sense. It's cake liner. It's only the top layer that you get wet. So if you wipe all the wetness away, the split in the cake liner is still preserved. That makes sense. A shimmer probably won't be too messy, but you're definitely going to get messy and you can't just wipe it away because you just wipe the shimmer out of it. I don't know why they do this. I feel like looking at each of the palettes, especially the blue purple, I feel like there are shades that look super similar, almost dupable within the palette. So I'm like, why don't you just take one of those dupable palettes out and just make the split pans their own shimmer shadows? Anyway, let's see what you guys are saying. Makeup Molly did a video on both of the palettes. I saw her do a video last night. I haven't had a chance to to watch it. They're pretty good. I was shocked. Okay, her look in the thumbnail looked very pretty. So it looks like they show up and they're pigmented. That's going to be messy. Yeah, the split pan, my thoughts exactly. The color block palette reminds me of a sports team colors. Oh yeah, I can see that too. I'm not into sports, so I wouldn't know what sport, but I can see the what do you call it, colors kind of making you think of that. Yes, you definitely should investigate. I'm playing a Makeup by Yolanda. Okay, y'all. I'll post on Instagram later in my stories if I do end up purchasing it, and I'll blame I'll blame y'all. Not blame y'all. I will make the purchase with. It'll be my own choice that I'm spending that money, but it's really pretty palette, and I have been curious to try her larger palettes to see if they're just as good as these tiny palettes because these tiny palettes, they're so good. Like shimmers and mattes are amazing. Thank you for your help with the hairstyle ideas and makeup look ideas for Easter. Have you chosen a name for your baby girl? The cute baby girl names on Google and YouTube and the Bible too. Yes, we've almost chosen a name, but we're not going to share it because I'm that person that's like, what if we change? I'm that person that's like, after the baby comes, then I know the name. And I like to just play around with names up until then. But my husband is more so like, hey, this is what we're going to name it. Done deal. We don't need to talk about it anymore. Don't need to think about it. So we have a name that we both really like. But I'm just like, hey, you never know. We might think of something else. I think Levi, our third baby, we went back and forth on so many names. Was it Caleb? I think we were more convinced about Caleb. And then like a week before he was born, Dan randomly was like, what about Levi? And I was like, I like that name. And he was like, yeah, I like it too. And we just started playing around with it. And then he was born and they were like, what is his name? And we were both like, Levi. So that's where we came up with his name. So we're not going to share it just because, like I said, I really don't know until we write the baby name on the birth certificate what it's going to be. The orange and purple looks pretty, a good combination that I don't see in some palettes. Yes, I do like orange and purple. I like green and purple. I just did that recently. I like yellow and purple. I like purple with those colors. I don't think I've done orange and purple recently, so that means I need to do some orange and purple looks now. I made it to another live. Oh, hey, Mom's Glam too. Hi, Mom. Oh, you told me your name. And I don't have my phone to check for your name. But hello and welcome. I'm almost done here. I've been on 1 hour and 7 minutes. And my clock is ticking, which means my children are getting close to waking up. So whenever they wake up, I got to go. Vanessa, you got to go. Have a nice day, evening, morning, wherever you are. Thank you, Vanessa, for coming over to the live. I appreciate you hanging out with us. They all have some meaning. Do like names who have special meanings to it. I do. But I think my husband's more into that. Like he really likes to pick a name that has like a good meaning and either a good solid meaning behind it or just like a meaning. I'm someone who's more so like, I like the sound of that name. Like Olivia, when we picked Olivia, I don't think I ever really heard it until I was a teen and I went to school with someone who was named Olivia. Oh, there's one. We're gonna have to close it up. And I was friends with her and using the name, I was like, I love the name Olivia. And my husband didn't like it, but over the course of me being pregnant with her, he warmed up to it, and that's how that came around. So I'm someone who's more just like the sound of it. I'm not into sports either, but those would be good for school athletics and events if the colors happen to coincide with our school colors. That's very true. Cute story. Levi's name. Hey, you guys want to wait on the bed and I'll be right out there? Oh, don't come in here, Bubby. You're all sleepy. You could lay on the bed. It's super bright in here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Shh. Yes, on my bed. Ugh. I'm sorry. It's very bright in here. This is Gideon. My cousin-in-law is expecting a baby girl sometime this month. Oh, don't tip Mama over. You gonna go do it with Sissy? All right, you can do it on my bed or the couch. I'll be right out. Let's see. I'll have to watch that, but I'm sure she is an artist that I am not. Oh, maybe a different conversation. I'm blanking on who you're gonna watch. But sorry, Tanya. Kind of thrown off my loop here. Totally my fault. It's okay. I blame me as long as we get to see you use it. You're very sweet, Tanya. Thank you. But as far as Huda, I don't plan to purchase either one of these just because I like the idea, but I feel like the blue and yellow. Oh, my kids are on the Kindle. The blue and yellow I like, and the orange and purple I like, but I feel like I can just create those looks in different palettes and I'll be happy. And I'm not huge. Not to say that I'm not a huge Huda Beauty fan, but I haven't tried much of her, so I feel like I just don't think to buy from the brand too often. So I think that's why I'm kind of like, that's okay. And now that I'm gonna probably buy the Playing and Makeup by Yolanda, I will be able to create. I feel like this color block, the what is it? The blue and green. I'll be able to create that one in that palette. So and that's the palette I was most intrigued. Though I do like the orange and purple. That is really pretty. So that is going to about wrap it up, y'all. I got kiddos awake. Did we? Always so much I didn't talk about. Let's end up with this one since they are on the Kindle and they'll be happy for a bit. I did want to talk about this. So I'm just going to talk about this and then we'll close it out. Kids first. Have a great day. Thank you. We'll do this and then they're on the Kindle. They'll be happy for a bit. But this palette is a new palette from Colourpop. It's called what is it called? Let's Roll. This is a palette I can honestly say from Colourpop that I'm honestly intrigued to try. It's got some neutrals in there, but it has a lot of fun colors for like spring, summer. I was honestly super impressed. Let me just go and click the actual palette because I don't want to have to watch this video. I just want to see the palette. You guys know me. They have a lot of other stuff in their collection, but the palette is what I'm focusing on. But look at this palette. Let me see if there's a closer up shot. Maybe not. The Super Shocks looks really pretty too, but I'm just not into the Super Shocks. So this is the best I got of it. So I like that pink, the peach, the green, and the blue. I think that's pretty. It's still very neutralish. It still wouldn't be anything super bright, but it's a color story that I feel like is a bit unique for Colourpop and a little bit colorful. And I saw Karen Harris do a video on it. It looked like nice quality. So good call with the naming. Yeah, purple's perfect. It goes with everything. That is true. I'm the same way in the names too. I have a bunch of names for my future kids and reborn dolls to like 28 on the list, sometimes down the road, like 3 to 5 years. Yeah, I'm really bad. I had very few names, but Olivia was the one. Olivia and Gideon. Gideon, we didn't think about till after we got married, but Olivia I had in my mind since before we were married. I was just like, that's a beautiful name. And then Gideon, my husband and I both liked it after we were married. Before we had any kids, we were talking about it. The Colourpop palette looks like a slightly darker version of their candy palette, the one based off of the game board. That's right. Maybe that's why I like it, because when they launched that candy cane palette, I liked the idea of it with the colors, like kind of baby soft colors, but their formula wasn't good from what I heard. And it like didn't show up at all. But this looks a little more saturated so that I think it'll still be light and airy and kind of springy on the eyes, like very spring themed on the eyes. But it looks like it has some color to it. And I like that it's not all just like beige or pink. It's got the blue, the green, and the hot pink. For whatever reason, I'm kind of tempted by this palette. I don't think I'll get it. But this is a palette I can honestly say from Colourpop. It intrigued me. It did. And it's been the first in a long, long time. That's hilarious. I thought of high school sports when I saw those colors too. Oh, you did too. That Colourpop Land palette was awful. Yeah, the Colourpop Land. Yeah, the Candyland was awful. That's what I heard. And all the videos I saw, it was like powdery, unpigmented mess. But yeah, this Colourpop one, I think they did a great job. I think it's cute. It's very like the packaging is very nostalgic type of it, but I also like how all the colors on the packaging, all the colors on the packaging look like, you know, they're in the palette. So I like that as well, but I don't think I'll pick it up. I think I'm going to do a Playing and Makeup by Yolanda order and try to be that be it for me for now. But I do think, like I said, I think this is a Colourpop launch that I can honestly say I like it, and I wouldn't mind creating some looks with it. I wouldn't be bored. I feel like it'd be fun to create some very springy type of looks. You'll rock those colors if you decide to get it. Thank you. But yeah, that is going to be it. I don't know how many palette or how many new launches we got through. I'm sorry we didn't get through more, but kids are awake. Wait, oh, this is Colourpop's page. I was like, wait a minute, that's not my saves list. Anyway, that is going to be it. So let me stop sharing this screen. We're back to the screen. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm sorry there was a kind of glitching in the beginning. Like I said, I think I figured it out. So hopefully next time I do this, next week, I'm going to try for Fridays as long as I can, except when we do move day, because that's going to be crazy. But hopefully on Fridays, I can come on and we can talk about the new releases from the past week. So yeah, this was a lot of fun. And I don't think I was glitching. I didn't see myself like freezing at all. So hopefully that was true for you guys on your end. I tried to make sure I was connected to my internet and all that stuff, but this was a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much for joining. As always in my outro, over on Instagram, LadyCandy92. If you want to follow me over there, I did record this look, so it'll eventually be over there. But yeah, Julissa, this was fun. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and talking about makeup with me and convincing me or showing me that Playing a Makeup by Yolanda was launching a palette that was right up my alley. How the name Maya, like Maya, but spelled differently. I usually spell Maya. I choose it, spell it different. It means mine eye. Oh, that's neat. That's a neat name. I didn't know that. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for coming by. It was a lot of fun to see y'all's thoughts on all these releases. I love being able to see it in real time. That's been a lot of fun. And with all that said, that's going to do it for me. I'll see you guys in my next video on Monday, hopefully, Lord willing. That's my plan for Monday. So I'll see you guys in that video then. Bye-bye.